Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. And last video, we got a whole lot of questing done. And this will probably be the last time I'm able to say this because we only have 4, well, technically 5 with Song of the Elves. But yeah, like 4 to 5 quests left to go until the Questscape. Devious Minds, DS2, Mournings End Part 1 and 2, and then Song of the Elves, which is currently grayed out since it hasn't been released yet. Oh, and last video, we also hit 1.7k total level. Okay, so the plan for today is to do Mournings End Part 1 and 2, 2 out of the 5 quests that we have left. So last night, I was laying in bed trying to fall asleep, and, well, oh god, this is gonna sound so nerdy. So I was thinking of what I'm gonna do tomorrow, which is today, and I thought of Mournings End Part 1 and 2. And then suddenly, I was like wide awake, and I was thinking, do you need 65 rune crafting for Mournings End Part 2? I honestly thought that you needed it for some reason. I didn't think about that before, but no, you do not need 65 rune crafting for that, because if that was the case, this Questscape would be put off for quite a bit. But now we're all good. We'll get started with Mournings End Part 1 now. Yo, I didn't know you could do this, but you can just uncharge the crystal bow. I think that removes the imbue, so we can get our imbue points back, or some of them at least. And then I want to actually uncharge it so it turns into a seed, and the seed is tradable, which means we could store it in the looting bag. So we're going to use up all the charges on the crystal bow because I won't be needing it. I might just end up dropping it later on, to be honest, if I need space, or maybe make it into a shield for like Zora or the fight caves. And the crystal bow is no more. We have the seed now. Boop. Into the looting bag. You know, during Regicide, most people make 2 barrels of naphtha because you need 1 for Regicide and 1 for Mournings End Part 1, but we can't just store it in the bank, so we have to remake a 2nd barrel right now. To make some inventory space, I have to drop the soap. It's all over, boys. Okay, Mournings End Part 1 is done. We got hit points level from that, 75 hit points. We can now equip Zenite stuff, and that is the last requirement that we're missing for the most fun quest in the game, Mournings End Part 2. I'm going to start preparing for that now. I'm probably going to put as much stuff in the looting bag as I can because we'll be re-suiciding after the quest. And before we even start the quest, we have to suicide to get the prayer potions out, then get the looting bag back, and put everything back in the looting bag. Okay, well I think we have everything we need to start the quest. I don't really have any weight reducing armor, and we don't have staminas either, so weight may be a bit of an issue here. This is what we're going with. I don't think Mournings End Part 2 is honestly that bad, though. I've done it a couple times already in other accounts, of course. It's just a matter of following Slayer music very closely, but once we talk to this guy, that'll be the start of Mournings End Part 2. Yeah, I have a feeling I'll be sitting around a lot, just waiting for Run to recharge. Oh my god. I don't know if it's meant to be this hard or something. I have 72 agility. I just fell down there like 8 times and had to run all the way. Anyways. Continue on. Oh yes, we got first try this time. Hey, we made it to the end of the light puzzle thing. Almost the end of the quest, but not quite. We have one more kind of... Wait, where are we? What? We need a death talisman to finish up the quest, and there's a couple ways to get. The first way is by killing dark beasts for the 1 out of 128 drop, which is a requirement of 90 Slayer, which obviously you don't have. Or the second way is to look at this list that Thorgol over here gave us, and we have to bring all these items to him. Back through the light puzzle, back to Thorgol, so he'll give us a death talisman, and then we can finish up the quest. First off, we have to get the full Mourner set back so we can enter back into the Mourner headquarters. And also I want to have the full set just to store in the house once we're done with all this. Okay, so we got 14 free inventory spaces. These first 14 slots are room I have for the items for the quest. I'll probably have to drop a couple items as well, because we have to unequip our melee stuff when we go into the Mourner headquarters. But yeah, this is going to end up taking us 4 trips. We got to teleport to Artie, walk over to West Artie, go into the Mourner headquarters, run through the Temple of Light, and then deliver the items at the end of it. So we got to do that 4 times. Here's the first inventory of items. Here's what we got done once we turn these in. By the way, the looting bag is completely full. Okay, I'm doing something really weird here because my inventory is full and I couldn't get in here. So we got to drop the key by that door. We're gonna run up over here. I dropped my Barrow's gloves outside the door. We're gonna do some really funky juggling actually. I should have left the D-Sim down there actually, but we gotta pick up the Barrow's gloves, then come back in. This is gonna work out. I think I know what I'm doing, kind of. Hopefully. Okay, now we can equip these, pick these up, and then go through before we die. Nice. When you enter this final area here, doing the whole light puzzle all led up to this one thing right here. So when you come down here, you gotta rotate it so that unlocks the death altar place. But when you leave, if you teleport out, instead of redirecting it back to that wall right here, you can't come back through that way until you redirect it again. So gotta be really careful and not accidentally teleport out without redirecting this light back into that wall. Otherwise, we'll have to get back here by going through the underground pass, and the stairs lead right to here. Okay, here's the second batch of items now. Oh wow, I literally locked myself out after going through that whole spiel. Okay, well, let's go through the underground pass now. Yes, we made it back here now for real with the third batch of items. I'm going to make sure that I switch that light thing to face the other way now. I'm so glad I planted this whiteberry patch a while back because we need a whiteberry as one of the items. Now the last item that we need for this quest to get the Death Talisman is a skull. And there's a couple of skulls right here in level 2 Wildy. Now I could be smart, and I could telegrab it, or we can risk it all for the content. Oh, I should run. Yoink! Holy crap, that was so scary. I'm sweating so hard right now. Alright, let's go turn these last items in. Okay, Thorgal, 50 items for the stupid Death Talisman. Yes, it's over. It's finally over. Mournings End Part 2. Very, very relieving. We can craft death runes now once we get 65 rune crafting. I think we have to do that for the Artie Hard Diary. And we can now also access the Death Altar through the Abyss. It took just under 2 hours to finish the light puzzle, and it took just under 2 hours to get all the items in and make all the trips back and forth. So all in all, almost 4 hours for this quest. It was definitely worth it though, because now we only have 2 more quests left to go for the quest. Well, 3 quests, but you know what I mean. 3 quests left to go for the quest cape, because I won't be doing these next 2 quests in the next week. Yeah, Song of the Elves actually comes out a week from today, because today was update Thursday, so 1 week for Song of the Elves. But Song of the Elves has quite a few requirements that we don't have done yet that we gotta start working towards. Okay, we could take off our Mourner set and store that in the house in the armor case. And I guess this set will be retired forever unless we need it for Song of the Elves, which I guess there's probably a decent probability of that. And then as for the Death Talisman, I'm gonna drop it. I don't think we'll need it for Song of the Elves. It wouldn't really make sense now that we have access to the Death Altar. So hopefully we won't have to get another Death Talisman for anything. So goodbye, stupid talisman that took way too long to get. And now because we've got so much stuff in the looting bag, I'm going to take everything out and reorganize and set up for whatever we're going to do next, which I still haven't planned out yet. So I'll figure out what's next from here. Definitely a birdhouse run though once we get this axe out of the looting bag. So the 2 quests that we have left is Devious Minds, which is like a 10-minute very easy quest. We just need 50 rune crafting for that. And then we have Dragon Slayer 2, which is going to be a bit of a struggle with our stats. We could get Bruise if we got lucky from the Grubby chest, which is the new chest in the Forthos dungeon, and then get Galvic done that way. Because not to sound too cocky or anything, but I do know the mechanics of Galvic very well. It's just a matter of getting lucky with the Ruby Bolt procs. So if I really wanted to, we could get the quest cape before Song of the Elves comes out, and then not have to worry about those new requirements for having the quest cape for that one diary task. However, I feel a lot more accomplished getting the quest cape later on after Song of the Elves comes out, rather than rushing to get it done now. Plus, it's not like it matters, you know, I'm not in a rush for anything anyways. Even if we did get the quest cape for that Lumbridge Elite task, we still need 76 rune crafting for the diary, which is something I don't plan on doing anytime soon. And I'm sure we'll get the quest cape before we even get that level anyways. So I'm making the executive decision that we're going to hold off on going for the quest cape right away. Instead, we're going to work on requirements for Song of the Elves. And by requirements, I mean 70 herb lore, because 70 hunter and 70 farming are both going to come passively, since I do as many birdhouse runs as possible and I always plant the seeds right away. So really 70 herb lore is the only thing holding us back. And then same thing with Devious Minds. All we need for that is 50 rune crafting is what we're missing. I'm sure after a few weeks of doing Tears of Gothics, we'll get the rune crafting level from doing that. Either way, 50 rune crafting wouldn't be too hard to get. But for Song of the Elves, none of these requirements are boostable, so we'll have to actually get 70 herb lore. So what we're going to work on for next week or 2 weeks or however long it takes is going to be getting 70 herb lore. We have 62 right now, and my first plan for training herb lore is to do some diaries. So I'm going to pick out a diary to get done right now. Oh yeah, I saved out this Cadentine because we need that for the Fremennik Hard Diary. We just have to make a botanical pie for that, but we could boost for that, and then we could do the rest of these tasks as well. So let's start with the Fremennik Hard Diary. All right, there's our Galova Nova Fruit Top, which is a 2% chance to get each time. Yo, huge shout out to this whiteberry bush. Always pulling through for me. So put these together. Nice, there we go. I'm not gonna make all these into super defense potions though, because I don't want to waste another bag slot just for like a stack of super defense potions that I won't be using. Alright, well this next task is kind of stupid for Ultimate Ironman because we have to get 100% favor from the Kingdom of Miscellanea, and Ultimates can't even use Kingdom anyways, but we still gotta do it, so I'm gonna chop these tea trees for however long it takes. Yo, that was way faster than I thought it would take. It was like 10 minutes at the most while AFK, but let's move on to the next task. Bro, am I actually competing with an NPC for this or for the diary? Bronze pickaxe, by the way. Yeah, you better freaking walk away. Alright, there we go. We mined that last ore, and that was the last task for the Fremennik hard diary. Let's get that herblore XP. So you can see right now on screen what we got, but I'd say the biggest thing we get out of this is the shortcut to the roof of the troll stronghold. And now that we have making friends with my arm done, we could teleport straight to the top of the troll stronghold, which is right where that herb patch is. So once we get started with herb runs and we built that teleport in the Nexus, and we get one more agility level, that'll be really, really good to have. It's actually good timing too, since we are starting to work on herblore. Maybe we'll get into herb runs in a bit. But yeah, there's our hard diary lamp, which is 15,000 XP. Very close to the next herblore level. Let's go do Western Provinces medium next. I did the chompy kills for this diary before when I was doing it for the easy diary. I just did both at once because it's annoying to get the bow and arrows back. So I'm glad I have that done already, and the rest of this is pretty easy. Yo, we just got another palm seed. We still have 2 diaries left that we need to plant the palm tree for. It's actually perfect timing because we have the teleport crystal go right to Letya, and one of the Western Provinces hard tasks is to check the health of a palm tree here. So I think I'll keep the seed on me for one more day until we check the health of this to get that task done. I just love when the timing of things just all works out perfectly. There we go, we'll check this tomorrow. Hopefully it's good. Oh yeah, we do have to go through the whole like gnome cooking training thing. I remember doing that on my other accounts. So I'm making all these different drinks right now for Blurberry, and they all look so good, dude. I think out of all the food and drinks in the game, the gnome cooking is definitely the best by far. Although there is one food in the game that's better than everything else. Pineapple pizza. Bro, he gave me 100 noted Giandos. I have no use for that. No, Penny, get back here. Where are you going? I have to give you your food. Okay, nice. Oh, and we got sapphires from that. But yeah, we got the task done for the gnome delivery. That was actually pretty fun. I could see myself doing that in the future for certain cosmetic rewards. It's always so satisfying seeing all these messages, the finished tasks. All those red messages are so nice. But this is the last task for Western Provinces medium. Once we go down the shortcut here, there we go. Let's go claim that XP lamp. So the best reward that we get out of this one is that it makes the hard and elite diaries even easier to get done when you're doing the chompy kills. Other than that, XP lamp is always nice, and about to get an herblore level 63. Super restores without boosting. And then here's what the Western Banner 2 looks like. It's a picture of, I assume to be Awawoji, and we still can't teleport with it yet. We need the hard diary done for 1 teleport per day, and the elite for unlimited teleports. I still have no idea why the option's there, because, yeah, it says that. But here's the plan now, though. Birdhouse run and pond. It's pretty weird to me, though, seeing that we're getting hard diaries done already. I feel like we were just struggling to get the easy diaries done. Hey, we got our first Hespori seed since 62 farming, which is, well, that would have been the first time we could plant it, and we're 66 now, so let's go plant that. All right, so dying Hespori could be used as a suicide method, like in place of Zora, and you could pick and choose the items that you want out of it. The only issue that we have using Hespori suicide at this point in the account is there's really no convenient way to get here. Since when we suicide, we don't have the Draymond staff, so we can't use the fairy rings. We don't have the skills necklace built into the jewelry box yet. We don't have the Kebos diary to teleport to Mount Karum. We can't plant the spirit tree here yet. But later on, when we have a method to get here faster, we'll probably use this one more often. It costs 25k to unlock your items here. I guess we could spend the money on a lunar staff every time we suicide, but it just feels like it'd be a waste of money every time, you know? Oh yeah, his spore never dies either. It's always guaranteed to grow, so you don't have to compost it. So it's pretty clear Hunter has won the race with farming. I think Hunter's going to stay ahead. Next question though, what's going to stay ahead between fishing and thieving? You know, if I do like an hour a day of thieving and a couple hours a day of fishing, well, let's see what happens with that, but there's 93. All right, the next plan is going to be getting back into Slayer. And I originally was going to wait until after the quest cape to get back into it, because I never really thought about the herblore requirement, because it hasn't really hit me till just now how close we really are to the quest cape. But this 70 herblore requirement changes some things. I'll talk about more at the start of the next video, but that's going to wrap it up for today. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.